Hey, what's up? It's your boy Beast here, bringing you guys another Pokemon random generated battle. And that was kind of an awkward introduction because I usually don't introduce myself that way. But yeah, I kind of felt like mixing it up or something. But yeah, I'm probably not going to do that in the future because that's just kind of difficult because I'm just not used to that at all. But yeah, this is actually another random generated battle, and I really have difficulties with saying that because English not being my mother language, it's kind of difficult for me to pronounce certain words. But yeah, this is another random generated battle, and this was the team I got, and I got one suggestion for moves that I could use on these pokes, and that was from this guy right here. He suggested me a Choice Scarf Chandelure with either Calm or Timid Nature, which, you know, I decided to go with Calm because that's really not too common, and, you know, then I'll be able to take some special hits, you know, and that's going to really benefit me in a few cases in this battle, or these battles that you will see in a few minutes, you know. But yeah, it's definitely not bad. It's not a Smogon set. It doesn't have to be a Smogon set because really what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to be original, and you know, Chandelure does have really good special attack, and with the Choice Scarf, it really doesn't need that big-ass speed because you really don't need to put, like, not Jolly, but Timid on it because Jolly does lower your special attack, so that would have been kind of dumb to put that on. But, you know, Timid does, you know, boost your attack with the Choice Scarf pretty high up, so I really don't feel like I need that with the Choice Scarf Chandelure. So, yeah, I'll leave this guy's link in the description, but unfortunately in these battles, I forgot to name this Chandelure after this guy, though, because I'm a dumbass and I forget stuff like that. So, yeah, other than that, I apologize about that, by the way. But other than that, it's a battle here, or two battles, against a pretty good friend of mine that I met not too long ago. I met him, like, at the beginning of this year, on the internet, obviously. And this guy's name is SixLeafCloverOFire, and I've been chatting a lot with this guy and Skyping with him and stuff. And this guy came up to me one day on Skype, and he was like, "Hey, let's do a PO match," and I was like, "Yeah, sure, let's go ahead." And then we called each other on Skype, and it was just a hilarious time, you know. And it's a doubleheader, as you can see, and that means two battles against this guy. And they were both really fun and, you know, pretty close as well. So, yeah, this was kind of a failed team preview because I'm not the best designer in the world, so I really can't make it that much better than this. So, gonna go and lead off with my Mismagius as he leads off with a Rotom fan form. Now, I was really fearing one of these Paraflinch Fusion Rotoms because those things are so annoying, like I'm not even kidding. Those things can just dominate you if you're not careful enough. And with the Pain Split as well, it can be really devastating. So, gonna set in Chandelure and take it out of there with the Shadow Ball, I think that was, or no, the Flamethrower, never mind. Take it out of there with a Flamethrower and check that out because I actually set up the Sun before with the Mismagius that I had before, which unfortunately died, but I did set up the Sun because being a huge Sun team fan like me, and I'm a huge Fire type fan as well, being a huge Sun team fan with two Fire types, I gotta have the Sun today on the Mismagius, you know. So, unfortunately though, my Moltres, which would have been very helpful in this battle if it didn't die right there, it's got a die to Stone Edge from that Entei. And I was like really face palming at that point because I was like, how can I forget a move, a really common move that my favorite Pokemon has? I was just really, oh my god, I was just pretty pissed off at that point. So, unfortunately though, he's gonna be able to live this Shadow Ball from my Chandelure. If I would have been modest, then it would have definitely killed it off, but I guess this guy's bringing some sort of bulk, or I don't know. I think Entei has really good HP side anyways, so yeah, he's gonna turn his Scizor, take my Cresselia out of there, and this is not looking good for me at all at this point because you know, he's gonna send in his Regice, and he's gonna go for the, you know, what's it called, Thunder Wave, and guess what, I go for the Fire Blast, and of course I miss, and I'm Choice Spexed, and that would have been a 3-hit KO right there, because this Regice right here is really just gonna dominate me with the Ice Beam, you know. So I'm gonna send in this thing right here, and you know, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and go for the sub myself down to the Torrent range, and I thought like, okay, a Torrent boosted Leaf Storm should be able to take that thing out of there from that amount of health. But no, he still lives. And I was like, God, and then he finished me off with the Ice Beam. So, yeah, this was a rematch against this guy using the same team. It's not really that necessary to show the team preview again. So, I'm going to get a lead off with this Chandelure right here. He knows that I'm going to be able to live a Dark Pulse because I'm calm, obviously, calm nature. And therefore, he's not going to stay in there. I'm going to go for the Flamethrower. He's got to do quite a decent chunk to that Entei considering that it's resisted, you know. So, gonna send in Cresselia, and he's gonna send in his Celebi, and I obviously don't want to stay in there because he could have some nasty things going on there, and you know, he's gonna U-turn out of there into his Rotom Fan, and I mean, that's definitely not a good matchup for my Moltres at all. So gonna send in this thing, go for the Ice Beam. It's gotta do quite a lot because it's super effective and stuff, and he does have the rest and a Chesto Berry. And I was just really pissed off at this point, but I don't know, really. That was probably the most. That was just. I cannot explain how irritated I was. I was just really pissed off. So, gonna send in Moltres as he sends in his Scizor, and I probably make the dumbest move of all time. Or actually, that's later. I'm kind of mixing it up with another point of the battle. But I'm gonna send in Cresselia. Of course, he gets a Parahax with the. T-Will, I think that's what happened if he didn't go for the Thunder Wave before. I don't know, I really didn't see what happened, but goes for the U-turn with his, what's it called, Celebi, and I go for the Ice Beam on his Lazarus, or Scizor, whatever that thing is called, and get a send in Weezing, go for the Sludge Bomb, Choice Spec Sludge Bomb. I predict to switch out of there. Very nice prediction on my part because, you know, Choice Spec Sludge Bomb is actually pretty strong. So I was predicting a switch out of there into his Scizor again because, you know, I told him on the Skype call that I was Choice Specs and I was locked into it, so I thought that he would switch out of there into Scizor just to take that, you know. So that's why I sent in Moltres again and just go for the Flamethrower and take that thing out of there, and he does not switch out of there either, so that's not a big deal at all. So I make a terrible move right here, let my Moltres die, which was probably the worst play I could have made in this entire game because Moltres was a really huge threat for this guy as well, and this guy had 4 pokes weak to Moltres. 4 freaking pokes, or I think 3 or 4, I'm not quite sure, I think 4. Never mind, it doesn't matter. So he's gonna send in his Scizor, and since I don't have my Moltres, I'm pretty much fucked at this point. So gonna send in this thing right here. Go for the Flamethrower. Just gotta take that thing out of there easily because, well, actually, it did actually help quite a lot because it's, you know, resisted on the Entei. And once again, because I am a calm nature Chandelure, I'm actually gonna be able to live that easily. And, you know, with the Sun Boost, it's easy to gotta finish off his Porygon Z. So the score is 3-3 right now, and gotta go for the Sun Boosted Choice Specs Fire Blast. And, I mean, he still lives 2 of them. But thankfully, though, I do get the burn. And he's gonna barely die from that burn damage, which is amazing. And, you know, he's gonna take me out of there with a Bullet Punch. And I'm pretty much fucked at this point because he could just, you know, his Scizor is just too strong for my Cresselia, you know. So, yeah, he could just kill me off with, like, 1 U-turn or something. So, yeah, what he's gonna do right now is I think he's gonna go for the U-turn of his own and just send on his Scizor, go for the U-turn again and take me out of there. So, yeah, that kind of sucks, but it's nothing I can do about it. And, you know, he's gonna take me out of there with the U-turn, and I think my only poke left is, yeah, my only poke left is Chandelure. Gonna take that Celebi out of there with the Fire Blast, or the Flamethrower, I'm sorry. But since his Scizor does have the priority Bullet Punch, it is pretty much a good game. So, good game, SixLeafCloverOFire. It was definitely 2 really good games, and hope you guys enjoyed this battle as well. I'll leave a link for this guy who suggested my Chandelure set because it was definitely not a bad set at all. And I'm also gonna suggest, or not, I'm also gonna put SixLeafCloverOFire's link in the description as well because he's a pretty cool guy. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed this battle, and I will see you guys later. Peace!